Hi guys and welcome back again to the Tech YouTube channel. In front of us we have an art piece of a case, you'll soon see why, from Inwin that goes by the simple product name, or to be precise just numbers, the 901. You won't find any pictures of the case on the box itself, but on two sides of it we have few pointed out features and specifications, which are mostly pointing out to the aluminum construction and tempered glass, and also probably to the most important fact that this is a mini-ITX case. Opening up the box, you can see that the case is well secured with this thick foam padding and wrapped around in nice cloth-like cover. Here we have an accessory bag in which you will find some screws, zip ties and of course user manuals. Pulling down the cover, you can see why we said that this case could be called an art piece. The all-aluminum main frame looks just stunningly gorgeous with this fine brushed finish. Every corner is nicely cut and polished down to perfection. The tempered glass side panels fit perfectly in line with the aluminum frame, which is actually pretty hard to achieve since it doesn't have its own frame to sit in and align with it. As you may notice, the tempered glass is really glossy, reflective and high-end fingerprint magnet machine, but still, despite of that, it looks and goes great with the overall design and build quality. Of course, be very careful when handling it, as this is pure glass and not your usual plexi side panel. All in all, to simply put it, the Inwin's 901 design itself is actually represented through the build quality of the case. Moving further, on the front you can see a big nice logo of the Inwin, which actually glows white when the PC is powered on. You're probably wondering where's the power button and other front panel goodies, and by taking one small turn behind that logo, on the left side you can see all the usual suspects, like the two USB 3 ports, audio in and out jacks, on and off switch, without a reset button. Right underneath that, in this tunnel we have a slim ODD tray in case you plan to use an optical drive. On the back you can see a cutout spot for the power supply and an unusual layout for IOs, but we will talk about that more later on. The tempered glass side panels are held down by this nice flat screw, 4 of them in each corner. Be sure when taking them off to use some kind of protective soft medium between them and the screwdriver, so you don't scratch them or the glass. Pulling the side panel down, you can see a pretty cozy inside of the case, divided in few compartments, which actually made this case rather big size-wise, considering it's a mini-ITX case only. The motherboard tray is tucked away in the left top corner, arranged in a usual vertical orientation, and like that it can take CPU coolers up to 130mm in height. Right below it we have two PCI Express expansion slots for the graphics card not longer than 300mm. In the right top corner you can see a drive bay for installing up to 2x3.5 or 2.5 inch drives into the hot swap trays with a very simple and easy to open mechanism, as you can see it here. Right below that you can see a dedicated spot and a tray for a 120mm intake fan. Moving from that diagonally to the bottom left, we have a dedicated spot, or should I say compartment, for the power supply, explicitly saying that you have to install it with the fan facing up, since the case doesn't have any ventilation holes on the bottom. Going to the last compartment on the left, you can see that this is actually some kind of dedicated area in which you can tuck away your cables going from the IOS of the motherboard. The aluminium outer part of the case can be removed by undoing 4 screws for even easier access, and once again, just by looking at it, you can see how Inwin cared about the build quality and attention to details. The other side panel reveals a decent amount of room for cable management. We have few cutouts around the tray for cable routing, few holes for the zip ties to tidily tie in the loose cables, and aside of that hot swap mechanism for the drives that we mentioned earlier. Last but not least, on the bottom you will find two very wide rubber feet on each end of the case, making it more stable and vibration free. Thank you once again guys for checking out our unboxing and preview of the Inwin 901 mini-ITX case. Feel free to give us a thumbs up if you liked this video, leave a comment down below if you have any questions about the product, and of course, if you would like to see more content like this, you can subscribe to our Tech YouTube channel, or you can check out our other videos from before.